live. Once I finish talking here, I'll do my spiel and then take it away. All right, welcome campers to our second arts and crafts stream. I've got Aku Heish here as well as Spoon, and Aku will be playing through this fun flag set with Spoon commentating and keeping them company along the way. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to those two and we'll get started.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Spoon. I'm here to just hang out behind Aku here and do a little bit of what we call the Legacy of Cyrus flag set.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite modes. And I'm Aku Heish. Going to be running the seed.
Yeah, I agree. This is a really fun flag set. It's probably one of the ones that I casually run the most often. It's just a fun little variation. And I love Frog.
Yeah, Frog can be a really good powerhouse in this mode. And you're guaranteed the Grand Leon, because we need that for the Northern Ruins. And we also team up with Magus. Then some random third character.
The team that never was, Frog and Magus together. But yeah, we're going to be doing a couple of things a little more specific than normal in this flag set. Our goal here is to find Frog, find Magus, and once we find them, they'll be permanently in our party. We will also be finding both pieces of the Masamune and reforging them with Melchior, and then we'll be using that to go through Magic Cave. We will also need to find the Grand Leon, which is the upgraded Masamune, and we'll have to power that up in the ruins. And once we've done all that, we will go through Magus's lair, and then we will end in Ozzy's fort, where the Ozzy trio is actually going to serve as our final boss for the seed. Like I said, it's a very different, a lot more lax. I think it's a lot more relaxed of a seed set as well, because I guess if you have a good party, the final boss is nowhere near as threatening, I guess, as Lavos can be. It can be still scary, though, for sure.
Yeah, it can still be very scary. It's just a much quicker team kill if it goes wrong.
And if it goes right, you just frog flare.
Or some other things. But Frog Flare is one of those, if you have the right equipment, it just one shots, or well, two shots the fight.
Yeah, definitely some very different strategies as far as the bosses as well, because I guess with both Lavos and with Zeal, you're mostly doing single target damage. There are a couple of AoE strats for Lavos, but you're relying a lot more on single target. For this fight, you can go one of two ways. You can eliminate them one by one, or as Aku was just kind of saying, if we have the power, you can just blow them all up. But you got to get kind of lucky for that to all be set up for you. But we'll see what happens.
And I think we should be ready to go. And I'm ready. I think we got some people straggling in still. You want to give me a countdown and I can start?
Yeah, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and get going then. We'll go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, is that a Luca start?
Luca Robo start.
Luca and the robot. Best buds.
Yeah. But in this mode, can only keep one of them.
So we can already start saying our farewells to Robo more than likely. Nah, Robo. I really like how strong Robo is in this randomizer in general, just with the power up to the ribbon and the fact that he doesn't start with 6 speed anymore.
Yeah. Also, his heal is not based on his MP anymore either.
Mhm. I wonder if they did that to be like, well, since he's a robot and can't use magic, we'll just use his MP instead of his magic stat. I wonder. I don't know what their reasoning was.
Yeah, I don't know the reasoning, but that it created a situation where his heal was the best thing to use in the vanilla game.
The Legacy of Cyrus Go mode is it's a little it's we've only got one Go mode, unlike normal seeds where you have your options. We have to go through Magus's castle. So what we'll be doing is we'll be finding Frog and Magus. We'll be finding both pieces of the Mace Immune. We'll be reforging it. And then once we reforge it, we're going to also need to go find the Grand Leon and get that powered up at Cyrus's grave. Once we do that, we'll go through Magus's lair. We'll take out Magus, which will be actually in this particular set. Little side bit, the future is actually sealed off, so there's one character we're not going to have access to. Whoever that character is will be the Magus fight. That'll be who we fight at that boss fight. It'll be their own elemental final attack and that kind of stuff. Ooh, gate key. Well,
No, that's a quick buy for me.
Yeah, that's options.
Yeah, and I'm really out. I was out looking for a weapon to go to my favorite first spot, but I didn't find a weapon to deal enough damage. But
yeah, I agree. Going down there is great. Sorry.
Yeah, the gate key is going to give that level 15 character.
Oh, and there is an actual piece for Go mode. We got the bent sword. I'm gonna keep a little tracker at my side too, just so I know where all we're at. Grabbing the speed tab. Always grab all of our tabs before we get going.
The magic tab rolled 3.
And now we're just are you gonna go straight up the mountain?
Yes, after I unlock magic for Luca, because even though magic is unlocked in this mode, you can still learn the first 3 techs for those that would need magic unlocked.
Yeah, that would be for everybody in your party except for the last 3 for Robo, Ayla, and Magus. They wouldn't benefit from that. It would be the 1000 AD trio and our frog friend. So we'll get an early glimpse at some of Luca's techs.
And also Frog Spekkio.
Our camp counselor Spekkio here, making a little appearance. Oh yeah, swag walls.
Oh yes,
worth every frame.
Yeah, I think it's slower, but it doesn't matter.
It's a little bit slower, but it's worth it. It's for blessing the run. It's kind of like petting the cat, you know. All right, so let's see if we got anything good. Any fire 2s, any flares, anything fun.
And I got an important skip into flare.
We got a flare, which we can't use yet, but after a little bit of grinding, we'll be able to flare.
Yeah, with these 2 characters being as slow as they are, it might be hard to get this level 15 character.
Mm-hmm. You do have the 2 naturally slowest characters in the game.
2 of the 3.
Marley might be speed tied with Luca, huh?
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
They have all been bumped up to 8.
All right, so we will be going for some pretty big, for a few encounter skips here. This is actually considered a kind of dangerous strategy, as everything here is very fast and hits very hard.
As that one attack just downs Robo right away. There's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-mm. And he's gonna go into the tech menu in the middle of as soon as he can. The reason that Aku does that is because there is a hidden meter for running away. Once that meter fills, you can run. It actually still fills while you're in a menu. So he's trying not to take attacks. Yeah, it's kind of rough with this particular group.
Yeah, 11 speed is what you need.
Mm-hmm.
11 speed and really fast getting into the menu.
Now this one right here is a pretty difficult skip.
And if I don't get it...
You're probably dead.
No, if I don't get it, I will have to come back up the mountain.
Yeah, that's one of the tougher ones.
I would rather not use a full tonic, but it's a safety thing.
Oof.
Yeah, I went 1 pixel too far left.
And Robo should be able to survive this, and you'll be able to get in the menu and run away. Yep, or get to run immediately.
Yeah.
But we survived, and we are now about to be heavily rewarded, as this character is going to be what, level 15, level 19? And it's Magus.
Level 15.
15, right.
With the first 3 techs unlocked already, too.
Which for Magus is a big deal because he takes longer to unlock his techs than than everybody else in the roster. It's actually really big find here to get a boosted up Magus. Go grab a free heal here from the water. That's another go mode piece right there as well. So we're still looking for 1 character and a few items.
But I'm going to go into the burrow and see if Frog isn't there. Otherwise, it really reduces where Frog can be.
Iron Blade, that's exactly what you were looking for, huh?
Yes.
Who we got? Marley. Which means the Prism Stone is in the loot pool.
It is, but I would need the Masamune sword forged to use it.
That's true.
So only the Grand Leon can be behind that.
Go ahead and prep Xenon Bridge. Are you gonna go to see who the first character is at Cathedral?
I'm gonna go until I get Frog, because Frog is in here.
Yeah, I guess 42 MP on Megas already. Yeah, you pretty much wiped through this now.
Yeah.
Don't need kind of nice to have to be able to skip the entire early game grind there. Yeah, I believe those are the only two spots left.
Yes, it is. So Frog is one of these, and then it's either Chrono or Ayla.
So we're hoping he's right here. If not, we'll just have to go have a chat with Spekkio.
Chat with Yakra.
Oh, not yet. I don't know why I said Spekkio. And it's Ayla. So Chrono is our locked character.
Yes, Chrono is stuck in the future.
Where he will be sucked into the past and become an evil mage that we will beat up later.
And I'm gonna look at Ayla's. Actually, Ayla would only have one tech to look at.
Probably still, I didn't see what Robo had yet, but probably still an upgrade, but who knows?
I'm thinking I'm just gonna stick with Lucas. He's got Flare already.
Yeah, I agree. There's no real reason to even make the menu swap here because you're going to get rid of them almost immediately as soon as we go see Yakra.
And I did put 2 speed tabs on her.
Always grab the bromide. Always remember to go trade in the bromide.
Yes.
That's the hard part, in my opinion.
So after Frog, I'm only looking for items. 2 items specifically.
Yeah. Well, after a start like this, you know the Grand Leon's going to be buried. Maybe not, though.
Yeah, it could be quick.
Could be a jet seed, yeah. Slide on through here real quick. Not really finding too much in the way of chests here, but
And I'm more looking for consumables anyway.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Luca doesn't really need weaponry. It's more armor that she would need.
Now, I'm just going to point out something. Considering, okay, and those just did over 500 damage to the 2 gargoyles. You do have the gate key. You have early Magus with screen wipe. You do have an option to head to the Dark Ages. Just saying.
I know. I tend to leave that for later.
Fair enough.
Giga Gaia can be really mean. And typically when I go there, I go up that mountain in less than 10 minutes. And that's my whole time over there.
Yeah, it can be a risky play to go early for sure, but it's a fun one when you pull it off. You'll be able to get a flare and a dark mist off without any problem. That should be enough to handle.
Well, I would rather use Dark Bomb over Dark Mist.
Oh, I didn't even notice you had Dark Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, single target. Less MP.
2 MP less, single target, deals the same amount of damage.
And you can get 2 off with your current MP pool. Oh wait, did you have 12 or 16? No, you only had 12.
Not like it really matters. I don't have much magic.
511, yeah, and then he's about to hold a flare, so it shouldn't be a problem. Explosion! Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for playing, Ecker. Yes, that is very true. See, there definitely are some shopping routes at the beginning of the game.
What is shopping?
I typically buy a few items, but I'm a little slower. Yeah, we've got a pretty good setup already. We've got all of our characters. Magus, being the character that was at the top of the mountain, was pretty clutch. Coming in with 3 techs immediately, level 15. It's pretty big deal. Hey, Frog. Bye, Robo.
Basically, by Robo, yeah.
It was fun, buddy. We hung out for about 16 minutes. You will be missed.
Robo did nothing the whole time other than
survive.
Other than survive to get Magus.
So what we're probably gonna do right here is just hit a quick little save, head right back in, and then we can check out our Xenon bridge check.
Yep, exactly what I'm doing.
Aw, right as Robo leaves the party, we find a Mirage Hand. Huh. No shop run indeed. Yeah. We'll just reset there. We know where the jerky is, but yeah, that's not. That's not something we're gonna waste time for.
No, it's not.
While you're here, remember to validate your run.
I'm gonna do like my only shopping first.
Going to Melchior, yep. Get the guaranteed shelters and revives that are always at Melchior. If you're doing some shopping in the beginning of the game and you're getting some bad luck with the NPCs or with the shops and you can't find revives or shelters, you can always come to Melchior. He will always have those 2 items. Oh, and the run is valid. There we go. All right, let's go see our buddy Hecaran. If you've got decent magic AoE, this can be a really good early check as well because the enemies in here give a pretty decent amount of AP.
Yes, they do.
Or tech points, excuse me.
Yeah. Tech points, action points.
And the reason I say AoE specifically is because most of the enemies in here, are going to be pretty resistant to physical damage, but weak to magic damage. So if you have like a Fire 2, a Dark Mist, anything like that, you can make pretty short work of all this stuff.
Yeah, this dungeon was one of the last training dungeons in vanilla, and it was for magic, since you just unlocked it.
And everything in the dungeon, pretty much, including the boss, is we're gonna skip the encounter there. Is resistant to physical, and even right before you get in here, you can buy in vanilla a katana that actually increases Chrono's magic by 2 points, since he's not as good of a spellcaster as either Marla or Luca. The Magus Fire 2 put in work. Oh, there's Lucas Fire 2. So now all we need is Frog just to learn Frog Squash. And
And the fights I'm taking give the most tech points.
that was the only fight that you've taken that you could have skipped, right? So far?
No, I skipped every single fight that you can skip. Every
Okay,
fight
yeah,
I've
yeah.
gone into, you've. Well,
Oof.
I missed this one.
Oh well. Little padding. Never hurt anybody.
Yeah. And I was gonna take the next fight anyway too, because that gives 20 tech points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The one next to the chest.
Yes. And Hekran himself gives like 10 tech points.
Speaking of the chest, I don't think we discussed this yet. The is it the pendant? The pendant's in the game and immediately charged for this mode, correct?
Yes, for this mode because the future is locked.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot reach the future. So yeah, we got it to be charged immediately upon retrieval of the pendant.
Which can be kind of fun and can add to a few different little optimizations in this run. If you find the pendant early, say where we found the gate key, the snail stop, or for the tools, if you find an early free pendant, there are routes for basically collecting, a bunch of those sealed chests really early in the game, which can be a strategy that if you get a little lucky, you can find some really good items in those chests. So it's a little one more small difference between this and the vanilla run, or not vanilla run, but the vanilla Jets of Time seeds. Lumen Rogue. Okay. Some decent defense for early game bosses.
Yeah. Like nothing was really shining out at me, so I didn't change any gear until now.
Mm-hmm. These are gear too. Okay.
And Magus can just barely reach with that black hole. Magus would be better in spot 1 to make sure he can reach every single time.
Yeah, the changes to black hole in this randomizer are great. Making where it actually does like a good amount of damage. Ignores defenses, if I remember correctly.
Not entirely ignores defense, but it does have Doom effect.
I thought it worked similarly to Tailspin. Must have been wrong.
It's non-elemental like Tailspin, but it does not ignore defense.
Gotcha. Yeah, I knew it was also not elemental. I thought it also did the thing where it was just a raw roll on your stat.
Yeah, because it's non-elemental, it seems to get by the defense.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. There's the Grand Leon.
Frog's best weapon. Do another free heal.
Mm-hmm. Got about 8 shelters. Gonna make them last the entire run.
Yep. And I am someone that hardly ever goes shopping.
Extra pets. So one item that isn't required, but we definitely wouldn't mind finding would also be the hero medal. It's not required to finish the run, but powering up the Leon even more is always nice. Yeah, this run is super valid. It's double valid. One of my favorite dungeons to run in Jets of Time, just because of how many encounters you can skip.
and got the famous wolf lobe sword.
Power scarf. I think it's better than what he's got equipped at the moment.
It is.
Yeah. Wolf flip sword of legend. Who needs the mass immune? Well, we're gonna be able to skip a lot of encounters in this dungeon. That one right there for not going right. You gotta race this guy to skip that one encounter. Get rocks thrown at us. What a jerk.
Skip one there, skip one here.
Mm-hmm.
There's supposedly a gauntlet here. I don't know why. And these are just some friends of mine.
That's in my opinion the hardest skip in this dungeon. Everyone's got different setups for it, but not everyone, but there are a few different ways to set that one up. I use the flowers. Shout out to Sea of Stars if anyone's playing that.
Sea of Stars shouted out this game.
Yep, that guy of there's just an NPC that basically has that exact same interaction. Just the mountains are nice. What do we got?
A white rock.
Do the rocks still have bonus abilities in this mode?
No.
No, right?
That's gear
It's kind of
rando.
useless. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of useless.
Yeah, that's more of a timing thing for me to even get it.
A little bit higher defense. Get a little more damage on our frog. Magus. The funny thing about Magus is his starting gear is better than 60% of the gear in this game.
Well, you get him over halfway through the game in the vanilla. So
he is level 37 when he joins your party. Mm-hmm. Which is probably several levels higher than your party, unless you're doing quite the amount of grinding. Alright, so Mesa immune. We'll eat a counterattack here more than likely, but it'll be fine.
Yeah,
if only she had Hypno Wave.
Yeah, she does have it.
Little tidbit: the Mesa immune twins can't get put to sleep. Oh, going for a spin. And they have 1,000, or was it 1,000 or 1,200? I think it's 1,000, right?
It's right around 1,000.
Mm-hmm. One becomes one. Now we are gonna have pretty good damage for this boss. This boss is also gonna hit pretty hard.
Doing 80 damage to Magus off the bat.
Mm-hmm. In his gear that is better than 60% of the gear in the game. Yeah, Mesa immune hit like a truck. And I'm not exactly sure how the mechanic works, but I know that their attack power fluctuates in this fight. They'll have attacks that physical attacks that do more damage. I don't know if it's an HP threshold thing or if it's a combo thing or what, but... That on top of random rolls. Oh yeah, for a first check, that would be terrifying. Even if you win, it's still a pretty scary encounter.
Well, with Flare and Magus, it's not as scary.
Having just enough ethers to get another flare off as well. Another wallet. Some AoE healing for Frog. It's not Frog Squash, but
No, but it can help.
it'll help. Frog in this randomizer is a very good healer. That is very true. There's that
good.
prism shard.
Found the prism shard. I need Gomo to use it.
You know that's where the other half of the mass immune is.
It cannot be.
It can't be behind trial?
No, because I need to force the blade to get her.
Right, because you don't have Marley. Right, because I forgot Marley is the one sitting behind the sword. Go ahead and hit a free heal.
Yeah, so Pendant can be there. Hero's Medal can be there. But, like, the only thing that cannot be there or behind it is the other sword piece.
Rainbow Shell could be there. Ribbon could be there. You gonna go for it? Yeah.
It's not fun if I can't get things.
Well, honestly, would you mind just kind of explaining to me what you're doing right now? Why you went back in and out of the room like that?
I was waiting for something to dig so I can go into secret tunnels and get more chests, which usually is much better gear.
Yeah, these the chests in these hidden passageways that you have to get them to dig actually can contain some of the best equipment in the game. You can find rainbow swords down here. You can find, moon armors and things of that nature, prism stuff. What runners will do is they'll actually go in and out of the room a few times to reset them and just wait to see if you can get one to dig in that southeastern area. And if you can, you're gonna get some extra chests on your way down, and that's really nice to, see if you can find some nice stuff. 2 blue males. Well, we won't have to worry about water damage for the rest of the run.
Yeah. And already went by Heckran, so there's really nothing else for water.
I guess Slash. Does he do actually? No, he doesn't actually do any cold damage. He's just resistant to it.
Yes, he's just resistant, completely resistant to water.
Gotta run, gotta go. Good skips.
And this battle you can run from, if you want to.
Enemy boss. I'm actually not entirely sure. Do you know the answer to that, IQ? Do enemy drops, do they share the chest loot? Or is it a completely different table? Because I know that if one enemy drops this, then every enemy of that enemy is going to drop the same thing. But is it the same as the chest? I don't think I've ever seen like a rainbow or anything like that drop from an enemy. But I'm not entirely sure if it's the same. Thank you.
It's not the true chest loot. It's not only chest loot, but it's not only drop loot either from enemies. It's a large mixture of both.
That's kind of what I was assuming, but I honestly didn't know the answer to it. And I didn't want to just go, yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah, like I've had prism gear drop from enemies.
I have seen some pretty good stuff drop. Rainbow and Mega Mutant. Oh, I guess you can then.
Yeah.
I guess I've never specifically seen the rainbow drop off an enemy. I've never been that lucky.
Yeah, what you could do is on the beta site, roll the seed and download the spoiler and look through that.
Yeah, and just see what the table is for it. Good point.
Yeah, and it's not going to show the full table every time. But if you do so many, you can see everything on there. I don't believe Sudar created a dump. Like a
Meanwhile, we've completely ignored Nisbel. Pretty easy boss from this point. If you use lightning magic on it or lightning attacks on it, its defense will lower. Eventually, you can it'll release that electrocution energy, and you'll have to do it again. But you basically just shock it once, and you can do physical damage, and then magic always hits it. And that's the Bent Hill. Well, I think we've got a lot of stuff on us.
I didn't go up far enough, so I'm going to do Northern Ruins and then forge that sword.
Oh, nice.
Actually, first.
No, if they grudge, they're gonna murder you either way.
Well, with a beta branch, it's not as scary because that fight against 4 of the enemies is taken out. And we only have to come in here once, and it's all built up.
Yes. What he's referring to is what we'll have to do is we'll clear these night encounters out. These sentries, they have 2 different
Death
final
counters.
attacks they can do, or death counters, that they can do. One of them is MP Buster, which you're seeing now. Whoever kills it, they just take all your MP. The other is Grudge, which is just a really hard hitting attack. Normally, especially at these levels, we can't survive it. There used to be an encounter with 4 of them, which meant that there was always a chance, if you killed them all at once, that they would wipe your party. It was a great time.
Yeah, it would be coming in, clearing out the 2, and then trying to leave, but you can't leave until you clear out that group of 4.
Yeah, see that 548 damage right there? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. 4 of those are nothing you can do about that. And I just love that we get the little bonus of Magus just like embarrassingly turning away. Just like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be here right now. And now Frog has achieved full power. Well, almost full power. We didn't find the medal.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna worry about trying to find that thing.
Yeah. And we're only 41 minutes into here.
Yeah.
This is shaping up to be a pretty quick seed.
Yeah, some of my longest seeds are still under 2 hours for this.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be me doing everything, like the desert and Prism Shard quest.
Mm-hmm. So we just get the fights against the 2 more fights against 2 sentries now instead of having to fight all 4 of them together.
Yeah, and I'd rather fight 4 fights instead of 3 and 1 possible reset fight.
Mm-hmm. Unavoidable. I mean, technically you can avoid it, but it's very slow. You would have to not kill them all together, and then, make sure you're healed. Everybody's revived. So theoretically, you can always survive it, and we just don't like doing things slow. What do you mean? Don't just kill them all at once?
And speaking of speed, I run on battle speed 1-1.
Ugh.
This whole
I
time.
play on 2-1.
Yeah, the hardest part is the button input. If you cannot get it in almost instantaneously, fights can get away from you quickly.
Mm-hmm. It's not just the basic, the game goes faster, because I guess to the uninitiated, you would just think, okay, yeah, obviously I'd want to run on 1-1. It's the fastest that I can get the game to go. I'm trying to go fast. However, if your inputs are not extremely precise, the enemy will start getting more turns on you than it should, and that could spiral out of control really quickly. A lot of these bosses, especially in the late game, we are trying to get them down as quickly as possible, because the longer the fight goes, the longer they can just turn it on ahead really quickly. Shout out to Lavos.
And having Magus in the 3rd spot, he's given the sword to kill Magus.
Yeah. Go stop the evil Lord Chrono.
And by forging that sword, we get a random weapon.
We're going to bring that to the evil Lord Chrono. Okay, that's all really cool information on the drops and stuff. So now we're going.
And I have not looked at my levels recently. I just didn't look at the screen. But I should be right around level 20.
I was about to say, you had to were in the 200s for HP, so I'm gonna guess somewhere in the low, 20 to low 20s.
Yeah, 20 is what I'm looking for when entering Magus Castle.
Mm-hmm. Still no frog drop.
Yeah, no leap slash, no frog squash.
Best cutscene of the game.
Frog is designated healer, making sure Magus and Luca are up.
We'll get a decent amount of tech points in here, though, so there's still a shot.
Oh yeah, there's still plenty of stuff. And go mode for this mode is having Frog and Magus in your party, getting both pieces of the Broken Sword and the Grand Leon, going through northern ruins to bump up Frog, and then going through Magus's castle and ending on the Aussie Fort trio fight.
Another small little tidbit about this isn't necessarily only in Legacy of Cyrus, but it's the most witnessed in Legacy of Cyrus, obviously, because we have to go to Cyrus's grave. But in the randomizer, not only does the Mason become the Grand Leon, in that scene, you also actually gain stats on Frog. What is it?
10
magic defense and
10
attack?
power and 2 speed.
Oh, that's right. It's the hero medal that gives the magic defense as well, but yeah, it's the speed. So Frog innately gains 2 speed, which is awesome, and a little more attack power as well, just by getting that done. Which that does happen in normal seeds, but it's something you rarely see. In fact, I don't think I've ever done.
Yeah, you would need the Grand Leon and Frog in your party, and wanting to make Frog stronger.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done the ruins in a normal seed.
Yeah, even
It's
with
one of the things I really like about this flag set.
Yeah, even with the shortened ruins, it can pay off, but it's that time sink you put into it.
Mm-hmm. It's for when you get the when you find Frog at the top of the mountain. It's like, all right, you know what? We're just going all in on this Frog. He's level 15 at the beginning of the game. Let's go. Yeah, just below 20, except for Magus, who's a little higher level. I think you found a better scythe for Magus, but it doesn't really matter a whole lot.
Actually, it kind of does here on this fight.
All right.
Just because physical deals so much more damage.
Yeah, Slash has got pretty good magic defenses, including cold doing nothing.
Yeah, water, ice. Just water itself deals 0, and then he has high magic defense where it takes off 40%, so you're dealing about 60%.
Yeah, a flare doing 500 damage.
Yeah.
Woo!
Actually, if she goes down, I'm not going to res her.
Bop, 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 bop. Oof.
No, I don't think I can res anyone anyway.
Uh-oh. The 1v1. Oof. Might need to go pay a little okay. So I can always go pay a visit to the desert.
No, I was just more not expecting him to deal that much damage.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag buy her files.
Hashtag shopping.
What is that? start throwing money at the enemies, Final Fantasy style. Yeah, so once he gets into the later phase of his attacks, it looks like you're just gonna have to keep your HP pretty high and grind it out a little bit more. Grind the fight out, not grind experience.
Yeah, no, like there's something else I did not do in this room too.
Yeah. The silver set will be helpful.
Yeah. Put that on
Another
Luca.
blue
She'll
mail. Right, if there was GP Rain, then Haku would be unstoppable in this game. If there was a way to throw money at the enemies for damage. That's how you survive in FF5. In trouble, throw money at it. Get that re-equipping. Yeah, that'll definitely help. Still haven't found any helmets.
no. I really have
You
not.
got one decent helmet, and it's like decent. I could scarf him for this fight.
Yeah.
Run it backslash.
They're in 10-point flares because it's not going to do as much damage. It's not as detrimental.
Yeah, you're still getting a good 350 or so extra damage per turn on her for a couple of turns, though. So
Yeah.
nice little jet start. That's a dangerous. It's a dangerous HP range. Ooh.
That's kind of why I held Frog back.
Yep. I think there are a lot of times in these seeds where one character basically becomes the medic, the ATB waiter. And that responsibility is going to shift over to Luca now that she's out of MP. Play it safe, lapis everybody to make sure they can survive, yes indeed. Because, yeah, ow. Oh, the double hit. He knows we don't have reviving. Oh, poor Frog. One attack from getting all that XP. Oh, there's dark matter.
Yeah, and right now, dark matter's the better thing to get for the next fight.
Mm-hmm. It'll be great for Flea. Poor Frog. One attack away from getting all that XP. Flash had to do him dirty with the double hit.
Yeah. Well, one was a counterattack, and then just had
Right.
to kick him when he was down.
Now, for this next boss, we will be very weary of one attack here called the Stare. Look at it, the most dangerous boss in the game. I like how even when you first fight this in vanilla, it has that question mark.
and you're wondering why that bat's been following you around too.
Mm-hmm.
And I purposely had Frog take that hit because all he has is healing stuff anyway.
Meanwhile, the other two, yeah, you would much rather them have their MP to drop these big offensive spells on Flea. Aw, the poison.
Well, and it poisoned Frog. I don't think it poisoned me.
I don't think so. I think Frog's the only one. It looked like it was a double miss.
Yeah, it was a double miss.
So at least your big damage won't lose its damage.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna bombard Flea with Flare, Dark Matter, and hope to survive the Stare when it comes.
If it comes. Because it's a 50% chance of it happening on every attack, and if the attacks are big enough, might... Like, I'm sure I'll
There it
get
is.
into it. And if Frog goes down... so close. Okay.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, that does not deal damage.
But he's gonna... Oh, wait, does that take away the poison?
No. Well, yes, it does take away the poison.
So he's not gonna... He didn't take to the poison either. Let's go, Frog. You can make it.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for Frog to go down so this would deal more damage.
Mm-hmm. Didn't
But-
need it.
No, didn't need it.
Hey, a slasher. So, did Slash steal it from Flea? Or did Flea steal it from Slash, rather? Obligatory magic tab.
Well, when they're +3.
Yeah. We are always happy for +3 magic. We're going to head outside because that save point's not a real save point and we cannot use a shelter there.
Yeah, I was going to shelter, but I also forgot to...
You did forget to provide, didn't you? That's the hardest part. Showing a little bit of swag movement here where, oh, tried it. You can get him to walk over there after only one conversation and not having to move. Speaking of magic tabs.
There's one right here.
And the ever valuable speed tab.
And the expensive inn that you have to run far to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
The other inn on the south part of this continent is 20 gold.
Now, I know this is a hot take, but you could see if there were revives in the item shop.
Who needs revives?
Or Frog.
Yeah, 21, 20. Time to go to the back.
Mm-hmm. We'll get a few forced encounters here that'll help get a little more experience. Decent amount of skippable encounters as well. Are you just gonna run from everything? Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, because just a couple extra levels will be good, and those can be gotten in the forced fights.
Mm-hmm.
Angerel knows me.
Hey, I mean, look, I don't think there's any chance for you. There's been no hiccups, no issues. It's been a perfect run so far. One of the funniest attack enemy or sound clips in the game, in my opinion. The spinning kick from the gargoyles. Splash, flee.
Another silver stud.
Yeah, Magus will enjoy that. So far this has been pretty standard going through the castle. There hasn't been really anything too special that we've needed to do outside of the boss fights. Going through here, we'll just stop moving. They'll roll on by. The little roly-polies are the only enemy on the screen that can actually force you into an encounter. As a kid, I would go on the little rope ladders below you.
I turned.
It's for the loot. It's for the loot. It's for the loot.
Yeah, there could be a shelter or something. And actually, I do need 100 tech points for Frog. And there's a tab down here.
Mm-hmm. Always worth it. Most of the time you skip this if you can, but I mean, just to make yourself a little bit of copium if you do fall. You get 4 chests and a tab. And some decent consumables.
Actually, that armor is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wasn't a bad haul.
Ruby armor.
There are a decent bit of fire attacks from Flea, aren't there?
It is all fire.
Yeah. So
it's either physical or fire.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that'll be helpful for them. So something we know about this place, for the trap save points, north, it'll always be the same as the one across from it. So if north is a trap, so is south, which means east and west will be the teleporter and the actual save point. Hi, Ozzy. On this, yeah, the little ninja burbs can also trigger encounters.
Yeah, I'm holding only up when I'm going by the birds. This one, I'm getting the bird to go alongside from the non-first character.
I didn't find out that was a thing until I started running this randomizer. I never knew that like your other party members could be a collision on that screen. Very interesting. And these are all forced. And
this will take
the best of options for Meg to AoE them down either.
This will take out all 4 of them between the 2 attacks, I think.
I guess 2 of the enemies on the screener would heal off fire. The other 2 would heal off shadow.
Yeah.
And Frog's magic stat's not high enough, I don't think, for a water 2 to screen wipe.
No, water 2 does normally screen wipe there.
Frog's does? Oh.
Yeah, that's usually what I use right there. Frog's water 2. And this one you can run from.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have water 2.
Yeah, it's the next tech.
Yep. That's a lot of fleas.
And this, I'd rather go with a very powerful spell just to be done with it.
This fight gets real slow if they don't die from that first spell. They all turn on the magic defense, so you have to hit them all with a physical attack to do any damage to them.
If you have Frog Squash, it's Flare, then
True.
Frog Squash, then another magical AoE. Because Frog Squash is physical.
And by not walking through the middle, we can avoid all of these encounters. Is that a rainbow helm?
Yes, that was a Rainbow Helm.
Nice, we finally found a helmet. It's a pretty good one. Actually, an item that got added into the randomizer, isn't it?
No, Rainbow Helm has always been in.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know there was the Prism helmet.
Yeah, Rainbow Helm is under Prism Helm. And under Vigil Hat. It's supposed to help with lightning damage.
Oh, that's right. It's not actually, it's just R apostrophe bow. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
too many words for the armor piece.
Yeah,
That's
too many
that's why I'm
too
forgetting.
many letters. But yeah, hit the 4 cranks. This fight is done. If you have Luca with Charm, you can charm the 4 cranks and that destroys them too.
And splat. And then we've got that silver stud for Magus. So now both of them can get their biggest attacks off for only 10 MP.
And the awesome Magus fight.
The Dark Lord Chrono. What in the Chrono Cross is happening in here?
And the 2 elements I'm hoping for is Fire and Shadow. Frog is going to do basic attacks once in a while. And if it's not either of those, then Black Hole will be happening a lot. To circumvent defense.
And the Mace Immune will also, every time we hit Magus with the Mace Immune, his magic defense will go down as well. That's something from the vanilla part of the game. And then we'll get a shot off here. Because the first time you hit with the Mace Immune, it won't trigger his barrier. You have to, even with Frog, you have to hit him twice in a row.
Yeah.
Not a good start. I would say this seed's going generally quickly.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, this is a fairly fast seed.
Hour 8 at Magus. Yeah, pretty quick.
And this is where I will be using a lot of my Lapises, if not all of them.
I like how his katana's like glowing lightsaber style. There's a shadow.
The shadow is really good because it targets one person on the party.
And now we are going to slap him with dark matter. He's lost a pretty decent amount of magic resist. This should do a decent amount of damage. No.
And get a Lapis going.
Even though he hasn't gotten any of our magic tabs.
And what I'm looking for is for the barrier to not change after an attack. Like right
There it
now.
is. Magus risk casting a spell. So now we're going to go all out offensive and try to take him out before Luminaire in this case.
Yeah.
A little, and what is kind of cool about this is depending upon which character is Magus, the final attack's element does change. So it is going to be a lightning attack. Just a little, a little bit of fun for setting up for defending if you don't think you can break through before it comes out. What is it? Chrono and Robo are both lightning. Marley is water, obviously. Luke is fire. And then Ayla is not elemental.
Yes.
Ayla's is the scary one. There's water too. Just in time, right? Chrono, I love you, but you can't be doing that. Did he just start chugging the orange soda there for a second?
Yeah, he did.
I love how the random sprites like freak out. Love how he takes a nap in the middle of changing his barrier. And now we are going to the final dungeon of the game. We're gonna hop back into the epoch, and Ozzy's fort has been sealed for the entirety of this run, and now the seal is broken. So we will get pretty much exactly what you expect from Ozzy's fort. We'll fight Slash and Flea individually, then we'll fight the trio. He was never gonna wait.
Leap Slash is next.
Leap Slash is
then,
right there.
And then Frog Squash is final.
Yeah,
so
it's actually canon last.
Yeah, so no Frog Flare strats. And I wouldn't use Frog Flare.
I was going to say, it's probably a good thing. We want to actually showcase the final fight and show that it can be a challenge instead of just one-shotting it.
Well,
even though I don't think you have the setup to one-shot it either way.
I do not. Like
you
I
have
would
the gold earring, but yeah, I don't think you have enough damage to one-shot with it.
That might have been good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you picked up one gold earring for Frog, which would have been a pretty big boost, because the way Frog Squash works, as we've been talking about it this whole seed, it's Frog's ultimate spell. It's a physical attack, and it does damage proportionate to how much he is missing. Now, I thought this is until I started actually really learning this game as well. It's not percentage based. It's actually the amount of flat missing health. So the higher your max HP, the more damage Frog Squash can do.
And there's also the stamina number gets put into the calculation too.
Mm-hmm. So what we can do, and what one of the strategies is for the final boss, if we have everything, which we don't have Frog Squash, so we can't do it, is you can equip the gold earring to Frog, which doubles his effective maximum HP for a really big boost in how much damage Frog Squash can do if we go into the fight with him having exactly 1 HP, which conveniently enough can be set up on the screen right before the final fight.
Yeah, and the person who found that was me. And I figured out how to make it work.
Yeah, it is definitely a strategy I have employed in several places this season. If you get everything set up, it basically trivializes the final fight.
Yeah, and I like the double prism spec setup over a gold stud or gold stud plus prism spec.
Right, the prism specs on Luca, and then the gold earring on Frog, or prism specs on Frog, and then 1 HP. It just flattens them literally. But right here, you see this treasure chest right here. It's so enticing, right? If we wanted to do it, we would go ahead and get hit by it and knock everybody to 1 HP and then heal the other 2 characters up. But now this poor little minion. Look at the little imp. Ozzy, you're a jerk.
I don't think he was really paying attention to who was getting hit.
Right. We get an extra lapis. That's not bad for this fight. Go ahead and use it to make sure everybody's full.
Checking gear again.
I think you got about a little bit stronger on the scythe. I think it's about what you got though. And this is a really cool fight too, because it's like the only fight in the game where the enemies actually fight like you. They use dual attacks, they use triple attacks, they like fight like a 3-man party the same way you do. I think it's a really cool optional boss. Counterattack. Fire sword. Oof. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be kind of dangerous if you don't have the right setup.
Yeah, with no really good single tech anything.
It's nothing. Everything you have is AoE, yeah.
Yeah.
And even like Magus's normal, his Dark Bomb is going to hit more than one. And the reason he's trying to avoid the AoE here is because if you hit multiple of them, they're going to counter with big AoE attacks as well. Oh, that's a blind frog. Can't see nothing.
And that is fine. Because I'm just gonna do these 2 fights, leave, heal up, and think of an alternate way of doing that last fight.
Yeah, we never found. Did we find? Wait, I don't know how well Doomsicle. I guess it could be an option. Nothing.
Doomsicle can be decent right there.
I'm just scared as to how quickly Magus would just get flattened as the only alive character.
Yeah, and that's the only issue.
I mean, yeah, Doomsicle is an option. Do we have? We don't have like anything that grants haste, do we?
We do not.
Yeah. Tailspin?
That is going to be her first tech learned, and she's going to learn several. And that's about the only reason I put her in.
If she gets like triple kick right here. No, it doesn't. He doesn't have Leaf Slash. The problem is Frog didn't learn like the 2 that we really needed Frog to learn. Frog decided not to learn. There is actually, we have 1 Ruby Vest. It was on Luca for that last attempt. Oh, they had the Sword of Legend.
Tailspin, Cat Attack.
Ugh. I mean, Cat Attack will do some okay damage, but...
And then Charm.
It's still probably unfortunately, more useful than Luca's gonna be here. going up the mountain?
Just I was thinking a little bit.
Do a couple encounters.
Rebel fights.
Yep. See if we can learn at least Leaf Slash, because Leaf Slash by itself isn't the greatest, like the best technique, but it'll give us some more. What would it give us? Would it give us a single target tech?
Leap slash itself is single target.
Right, but it wouldn't give us a double tech because Red Pin I think is going to hit multiple.
No, red pin hits one.
Does it?
Yeah, it just hits one.
Thinking of the Line Bomb one. I think I'm thinking of the one with like Mega Bomb and Leaf Slash.
Yeah, you're thinking Line Bomb.
Line Bomb, yeah, that one. Which that would be a big deal, just to be able to use Luca's incredibly high magic stat to do single target damage. That's honestly the problem right now. She's a powerhouse, but we don't have a way of taking her damage and putting it on one enemy. Every time I come through here, I am thankful that the boss is not here.
And we put the boss back in with Boss Rando, but it needs work.
That boss is mean.
If you have a good AoE or good magic, you just target the boss and the fight is done.
Yeah, if you can just blow up the mud imp, then yeah, you're fine. If you've got to go through it the slow way, though. Come on, aim. We get 500 HP?
Yes, 500.
Got him. I actually really like having Ayla for Rubbles just because of her high crit rate.
Yeah, like you still have to.
It wouldn't work for right now, but it wouldn't be. You wouldn't need to do it right now. It's just
no.
I like seeing them when I have Ayla. I guess is more what I was saying. And we can, always see if we can find some cool stuff. There's an amulet.
That's fine. There's a fight right here that has to
guess we're not gonna run. 1 AP or tech point. And this is what we like to call overkill. That was a power tab that just dropped.
Oh, yeah, Line Bomb. Or no, Red Pin is Fire 1, not Fire 2.
So we're still going to have some trouble doing single target damage. At least you get Leaf Slash, though, with a grandly unpowered up frog. That's definitely a damage increase.
Yeah, it is a good damage increase. And plus a couple power tabs. Even though they're plus 2, it's still more.
This flag set, the Leon doesn't change, does it?
No. That's in Gear Rando.
Right. There's no Wonder Mune.
Nope.
There are flag sets that we can use in conjunction with this one, where you can have even the Leon itself randomized, so you can have basically a Wonder Shot version of it or a Crisis version of it, where it does more damage based on your HP your ones column. And a couple of levels were gained as well. She's still at 11. That's not bad. 12 for now. Few extra levels that'll scale into your damage as well, so you should be hitting pretty decent bit harder.
Well, the levels more scale into magic.
Than physical, right? And we're using mostly physical attacks here.
Yeah, because magic attacks hit multiple.
Mm-hmm. And at the moment, we don't want that.
And this is what I get for just mashing.
Yep. Generally, we want to attack Ozzy last. Oh. Gear and healing item rando next week. Nice. We didn't get double targeted, so Frog gets to live. Unfortunate that our best healer is also our best physical damage at the moment. Counter, that might knock him out. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, is we could even give that rainbow helmet over to him. Because unfortunately, until we get 2 enemies down, Luca really can't do anything.
Well, all I have to do is get one enemy down.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other one just runs.
Right. Flea will flee the moment Slash goes down, and then it's a free fight from there. So yeah, realistically here, we need to get Slash out of the picture as quickly as possible. You didn't check what was in the chest down there, did you?
I did the first time coming in, and I forgot what was in there.
Me too. I know there's a lapis in the chest to your left. I can't remember what's in the hidden room. Right, nothing but a tab.
Yeah.
A tab. Considered giving it to Frog for the extra healing. But now our Frog is a beefy boy. It's 655 HP. And I guess if Frog does go down, we do have the backup strat of the Doomsickle to finish the fight. But hopefully we won't need it. I think with these 800, almost 900s, we should be pretty clear to get Slash out. Yeah, that's a big difference in damage going from 270 to 42. Ooh, gotta love all those lapis.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh. They got one off on their own.
Yeah, because of it's a timed thing.
Ooh. Yep. Oh, and he took another attack.
Oh, that's fine. Because Flea's
I'm just
gonna
having
just
Vegas
run.
live it. Mm-hmm. And now Ozzy's kind of gonna just sit there and take it. No, that we do. Go ahead.
And I never found a revive.
Nope, not a single one. Not in a single chest. Just as the legacy of Cyrus seed should end out with only Frog and Vegas. Although the seed is not quite over at the conclusion of this fight. Good fight.
Nice safe helm at the end too.
Yeah, right? Could have used that the entire time. And we're going to head back up there one more time. As we've fallen for Ozzy's schemes once again. And time will be as soon as the switch is flipped. This is why we pet the validation cat. And...
Time.
Bye!
And that is a Legacy of Cyrus seed. And we get a special ending too.
Oh yeah, because of Chrono.
No, it's a Legacy of Cyrus specific ending.
Oh, okay. Because then normally you would get the ending here because Chrono was the character we couldn't get. Yeah, like this.
No, this is only in Legacy of Cyrus we get this ending.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that was a good scene. What did our time end up being?
I got 133.24.
Not bad. Yeah, I hope everybody had a good time watching this. Let's see here.
Yeah, this is the ending where Magus comes in to fight Lavos himself.
Mm-hmm. And just to let everybody know, I've been informed that the async for the Arts and Crafts Legacy of Cyrus is now up. Yeah, Aku, got any overall last minute tips or guidance or anything for the camp?
Campers should shop and not do what I do.
That's true. Yeah, basically everything you saw Aku do in this scene, don't do that. You know how you went straight for that, that character on top of the thing with two characters before even grinding? Don't do that.
Like some of these things I've done can be goals to accomplish. This is normal for me to do stuff like that.
Yeah, it definitely can be a thing where some of the strats that you saw in here, I mean, as far as the no shopping, the going straight to the prehistoric character, those are things that you can kind of work towards. That one skip is really, really tough, and with slower characters can mean death if you don't get it. So it takes a lot of practice. It feels really good when you start being able to do it though consistently. And it feels great to also know that just kind of opens up your early game a lot more, not just in Legacy of Cyrus, but in any seed. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that you saw here today is going to be stuff that takes a lot of comfort to get used to. Oh, Falcon hit. The legend.
And I put the seed link for this seed if anyone else wants to try it. Just see what they can do with it. Try different strats. Check out. See if they can do what I did.
It can be a blessing and a curse too, right? To have what we consider a jet seed, where you don't find too many dead checks and you get pretty much everything really quickly, because you can find yourself, especially when we're learning and all of that, in a situation where it's like, I have everything, but Dark Tyranno is going to one-shot me, or, Magus is going to one-shot me, or something like that. it can be good to practice, finding your comfort in, well, I'm a lot lower level than I'm used to, going into endgame stuff, quick ways to either catch the levels up or find ways to get it done. It's funny. I said the same thing, Goku Black, because I came here from FF6 Worlds Collide, and I was like, oh, Falcon, it's a legend over here, too.
Well, I have done one of these seasons under an hour.
Yeah, you can, if you get everything, especially you find some prism specs and stuff, too, just to really amp that damage up, you can fly through these.
I think I'm still the only one that has done it.
I have not gotten under an hour.
And that's with Gear Rando and everything just going perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Gear Rando, I really think, isn't a nerf. I think it actually makes you stronger at the end of the day, but it's still a lot of fun, so I enjoy it.
Yeah.
My hands off her. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of really good runners. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the seat, enjoyed the run. I think that's going to be it for me.
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah, if there's no other questions, that's going to be it for this session.
And yeah, if you're in the Discord, you can, feel free to ask any other questions if something comes to your mind. We're all around. You can ping us. We are very, very willing to just chat about the game and give insight and advice and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of your night. Thanks for watching.